Well, hello, darlings. Hi. I hope this video finds you well. I'm just gonna get ready with you. You can get ready with me, whatever. Using some fit cover, but I'm gonna talk about some fun stuff while I get ready. So you might relate to this. I keep having this recurring dream where I buy this work truck, well, a truck to turn into a work truck. And it was an old ice cream truck. And I plan on turning it into a work truck. And every dream that I have with it, the ice cream truck gets more and more like uncomfortable to get into. At some point, I'm like, fuck, I don't even know how to get in this thing. Like, do I go through the passenger side? And so I try that, and it's still hard to get into. And I've been meditating on this a lot because it keeps happening. And essentially what I'm getting is, because I'm getting larger and larger every time I try to get into it. It's like I'm too big for the ice cream truck. And it's like there's more and more when they make that plastic molds of like the ice cream and like they make it all fun and cool looking, it's like a clown chair. And so there's like more and more of that every time that I try to get in the truck. And then the last dream I had, I couldn't see in the mirrors because like the body of the box truck part of it was too big for me to see outside, like to see with the rear view mirror, like the side mirrors to back up. And I'm like, well, fuck, like I don't know what to do. Like I don't know how to go about this. And essentially the message I'm getting from this is like, if I'm scared to do something, or I'm essentially selling myself short on what I can actually do, because I'm too big for this dream or idea. Like it's getting smaller and smaller and more difficult to do, and it's like I can't even, like I don't even know where I'm going with this. It's like maybe I have this desire to do this because, you know, somebody told me, or on the outside like it's a good idea, whatever it is. But it's not, I'm too big for that. I need to be something on my level. So, and there's that fear of like, okay, well, I don't know how to even back this thing up. Like nobody's like here to guide me because I can't see anything. And so I, decided to start backing up the truck, and I was like hitting shit in this like dark garage. Like it was like a parking garage, and I'm like hitting shit and nobody's around. So I'm like, fuck it. Like I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. So maybe you're searching for some help or guidance, approval for something you want to do, or like you're like, well, how can somebody guide me? That's kind of like, but it's like almost like you're playing too small. You're dreaming too small. This thing is bigger than what you're thinking. And you really don't see the goal with this. Oh, I didn't realize it's open. Oh yeah, mineral fusion. So it's like you can't even like navigate what you're quote unquote desiring. And really what you should be doing is dreaming bigger, going something, it's like pick on somebody your own size kind of thing. So Where can you dream bigger? Where can you... Because in the dream, like, I was like, fuck it, like, I just gotta back up anyway, like, I have to do this, like, I gotta get out of this situation. It's like I made a dream, or I chased a dream, or something of the sort, and it's not, like, I put myself into this situation where it's like, I'm too big for this, I gotta get out of this situation, so I'm like, no one's here to help me get me out, so I'm just gonna start fucking hitting shit, because I can't see where to back up, or, you know, get out of this situation, so I'm just gonna start fucking backing up. And that might be, you know, if this is resonating for you in any sort of way. I don't know, what is this? Essence volume booster? That might be you just having to fucking send it to get yourself out of this situation. Like, maybe you just like, you can't wait for somebody to be like, oh, here's your guide, like, I'm here. Or, you know, you might be waiting for permission to, like, give up on this dream or something, but, like, ultimately, like, you have to give yourself the permission. You have to do this yourself. And that's okay. And it might be like a little bit of grief or shame or something, because like the ice cream truck looks super fucking dope. It looked really cool. It was like, you know, like I was like, oh, this is gonna be such like a cool work truck, whatever it is. And, you know, it just kept getting like more and more like ridiculous. Like the seat looked like one of those fucking like the little riding rides for kids at like the grocery store, or like a mall or something, that you put the coins in, and the interior of it looked like that. It was just getting more and more like fake, or it was obvious that it was fake. And so, like, it's like this dream, this thing that you're chasing is, it's not exactly what you thought it'd be, or you wanted. And maybe there was like I'm kind of going back to that, like, needing permission or needing guidance. It's like, oh, well, somebody will help me. Somebody will give me permission to give up on this, or give me permission to chase this. But it's not coming. You're going to have to get yourself out of this situation and start, you know, driving forward. It's like you feel trapped, you feel stuck, but that's just a perspective. You're not stuck. You don't need to wait for anybody. Because if you had like overbearing parents, or like people that were like super judgmental as you were growing up, which we all have had, you might be chasing something to prove you're worthy, or it's like performing for love. Like, you have to perform to get love, or you have to perform to be seen, or you have to be 100% perfect to put yourself out there, or whatever it is, whatever kind of blockages or beliefs that are being highlighted right now. You can get yourself out of this. And maybe there's that fear, because like in the dream I was like, fuck, I'm gonna be like hit stuff, like I can't see out of these fucking mirrors. And I just had to start bumping into things. I was going slow, and it was like a garage, or like a shop, like full, like it was like a parking garage, but there was like a bunch of junk everywhere. It was like a storage place. I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta get this like work truck out of here. I gotta get out of here with this. And it was like, it gave the energy of a holiday or something, where everybody was like leaving early. So there was like, nobody was wanting to hang around and socialize. They're like, oh, I got somewhere to be. And so I was watching all these people leave, and I'm like, fuck, no one can like help me get this out. So it's like, you might fail, you might hit some things, but it's still going to be okay. Like the vessel that you're in is stronger than any sort of mistake or anything that you end up doing, like end up quote unquote making, or like whatever mistake you think you're gonna make. Your vessel is stronger than that. Your because that fucking ice cream truck, like, I don't know, it was like a box truck, but it was an ice cream truck. I don't know. It was fine. It came out fine. When I was backing up, I was hitting shit, like, for sure, bumping into stuff. I was taking it slow, and I was just like, well, maybe I'll get out and like look and try to find a path and just like memorize that. But I was nervous and anxious, and like it was uncomfortable to sit in that seat. But I still had to do it. Like, you might be feeling stuck or imprisoned or entrapped, but it's just like a perspective. You can get yourself out of this. It's just a matter of like what you're willing to accept. So there might be a sacrifice or something you have to let go of in order to get out of this situation, and you feel stuck because of that. You're like, well, I want that too, or I want somebody or it's like you're blocking yourself in by blocking in the way to get out. Like, if that's the best way to describe it. It has to be this specific way. So, like, let's say you have to wait for a piece of mail to come in to like get out of this situation. Like, you can get out several ways, but you want it to be, you're choosing the route of getting out this way, or whatever it is. So you're choosing one of the pathways to get out, and so you have to wait, so you feel stuck or whatever. That you can just blow it up and like leave the fucking truck behind and just leave. You don't have to back it out. You don't have to find somebody or wait or go get somebody to get you out. Like, whatever it is, like, there's so many ways to get out of this. If you're wanting a specific way out of this, then you have to wait, and that's just like the sacrifice you're making. That's your choice. But you aren't ever like stuck. Because that's what it felt like. I was like stuck. I was like, fuck, I can't like even get in this thing. Like, it had me sitting like hunched over, and like the seat was too high and too up front to the steering wheel. And I was like, God, this is so uncomfortable. And really, it's just me. Like, that's just me and what my beliefs are and what I'm willing to accept to get out of a certain situation. I could wait and just, wait till, let's say it was like a Saturday or a Friday night, and so everybody was leaving work, and I could have just waited till Monday when somebody could get me out. I could wait for that, or I could just get out this way. Like, there's so many options. You're not stuck. It's just an illusion. It's just a matter of what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to do to get out of this situation. And you're never stuck. You can always make things work. The unfortunate thing is there's that sacrifice that, well, I want somebody to get me out so I don't like scratch this thing up or whatever it is. But there's always a way out. I'm rocking Katy Perry, Killer Queen. This shit's like so cheap because like it's old, but it smells bomb as fuck. The only thing is it doesn't last as long. So you can get out. You're not stuck. It's just a matter of what you're willing to accept and sacrifice, which pathway you want. If you want the more comfortable one, then you're probably going to have to wait, and you're going to feel more trapped. But it's just an illusion. There's many ways out. There's many avenues. You're not stuck. You're just choosing this one where you feel entrapped, and you're you're essentially trapping yourself by wanting it to, like with control of like, well, it needs to be this specific way. There's many ways to skin the cat. There's many ways to get out of this. Hell, I could have brought a different vehicle and put a fucking tow chain on it and pulled it backwards out with the truck instead. Like, there was many ways to do this. But I just chose to start backing up and hitting shit because I was impatient. So, and sacrifice came with that. I was damaging things and the truck was no longer pristine, but it came out. It wasn't damaged. It was still drivable. So it's what I'm willing to do, what I'm willing to sacrifice, how I'm willing to live with being impatient and not waiting for someone to come help me and guide me out. Just thought I'd throw that out there, and thanks for hanging out and getting ready for me, with me. Thanks for getting ready for me. You look super hot. Give me a little spin. All right, babies. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out and listening and getting ready with me. Love you. Bye.